Alright, good evening Bourbon Quest. It's your host Bourbon Steve. We're here at Downtown Grill and Brewery in Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm here for a Knoxville Bourbon Society dinner, and just wanted to check in with you guys. I just arrived. We should get started here in about 30 minutes or so, but I'll be checking in a little bit later. But we're here. I'll kind of give you a little view down. This is the banquet room that we're going to be in tonight. We got everything set up with some allocated bourbons. So get started here in a little bit and give you a little tour down of Downtown Grill and Brewery. Pretty little cool place right down here in downtown Knoxville. Alright, I'll check back in a minute.
Well, like I don't have anything prepared.
That's fine.
So
I don't either. I kind of shoot off the cuff.
If you have any questions.
Alright, good evening Bourbon Quest. It's your host Bourbon Steve here on Bourbon Quest. Our host this evening is Octavia, and I'm just going to let her say a few words about what's in store for tonight and let you get a little preview before we get started.
Okay, so what we're doing is a blind tasting. We've got 5 allocated whiskeys and then a bonus on every single table. And we are going to walk through kind of out of order of what they're in order to let everybody get a feel for what they might like, and then at the very end we'll tell everybody what bourbons they tried, and hopefully some people will be surprised about what they actually like after all, instead of having a bias.
Alright, well thank you very much. And so we'll be filming throughout the night here on Bourbon Quest at Downtown Grill and Brewery. Should be an exciting night. I know I'm excited about it. Hope you are too. And we'll have this video up for you all to view. And that'll take care of the little preview. Should be an exciting night, and we'll be filming throughout the tasting. Excited to see what bottles I get to try tonight. All right, Bourbon Quest. Hey, stay tuned. There's more exciting things to come, and as always, my wish for you is that all your Bourbon Quest dreams come true.
Tonight with all the profits from what we've raised. And then we're also going to have a few other ways that if you guys decide to donate, you can. Anybody who was telling us to keep the change today, we're going to go ahead and add that to the donation. So that's what's going on with that. We are doing a blind tasting, but as promised, these are going to be allocated bourbons. The way it was advertised was 5. As you might have noticed on your table, there are 6 bourbons because we have a little bonus on there for you, which you're welcome to taste tonight. I'm not going to walk you through the tasting, but number 6, I'll go ahead and tell you what it is, which is our barrel select of Buffalo Trace. So that's the DGB barrel pick, and you guys are welcome to take that home with you or try it tonight. Either way, it's a delicious barrel. I'm quite fond of it. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Octavia McAllister. I am the front of house and bar manager here. I also am the person in charge of ordering all of the bourbon. So when it comes to the bourbon selection that we have, usually I'm a good resource for that, being that I am the one who selected all the bottles that we have at this point. I'm also an executive bourbon steward through the Stagg and Thief Society. I got my EBS kind of recently, but I've been a bourbon steward much longer than that. Sarah, who's also helping us out tonight, is also a bourbon steward, as well as many of our bartenders and other managers. And I'm trying to put forth that all of our bartenders will be certified soon. So we hope to continue to be your favorite spot to come and talk bourbon with your bartenders, and we hope that we can build people to be more knowledgeable as we move forward. A lot of you have probably done our bourbon dinners.
How long have you been in that role?
I'm actually new to the role, which I was about to get to. A lot of you who've probably done this before have done a bourbon dinner with Dan, who has gone off to do his own thing, to open his own bourbon bar. And he was hoping to be here tonight, but he couldn't find a babysitter, so he gets to be a dad instead of a bourbon guy tonight. So we are going to do things a little differently than we did, mostly because of staffing shortages this year. As many of you know, the restaurant industry is plagued with a very difficult staffing situation that we've never quite faced before. But I still wanted to do something. I still wanted to raise some money, and I still wanted to drink bourbon. So here we are doing a blind tasting. In front of you, you guys will notice that you have bourbon tasting sheets as well as notepads. I feel like everybody who tries bourbon tries it differently. Some people don't want to take notes, don't really care to take notes. Some people want to take thorough notes. Some people have their own journal that they might have brought with them tonight because they're those kind of bourbon people. I don't know if they're here, but I personally prefer to just use a notepad myself. But I have benefited in blind tastings before from using the sheets that you also see printed. And each of you have 3 of those sheets that have space for 2 bourbons on them, which coincidentally we have 6 bourbons tonight. So if you don't use them, it's no big deal. I'm not going to get my feelings hurt. It's really just for your benefit. For anybody who's never done a bourbon tasting before, the fun thing about bourbon is there's no wrong answers. Like, you're not gonna find something in bourbon that's not there, because if it's there to you, if it triggers some memory for you, then it's real and it's absolutely part of it. I've heard a million times from distillers and other people from the Kentucky Distillers Association and the State and Thief Society basically say, like, save the snobbery for the wine people. We're here to have fun, we're here to be a community, we're here to drink some good stuff and have a subjective experience. Like, nobody's going to have the exact same palate, nobody's going to have the exact same taste, and nobody's going to have the exact same memory when they have a certain smell or flavor in their mind. And so if your family ate grapes on Christmas, then something that smells like grapes is going to remind you of Christmas. It doesn't mean that it's not a Christmassy smell, because it is to you, and that's part of the fun of bourbon, that's part of the story.
Just like Die Hard's a Christmas movie, right?
But without anything further, I'd like to invite everybody to start with bourbon number 2. We're going to go out of order based on the fact that we are...
Yeah, you're very welcome.
In a good place. I do recommend that you don't pour the entire thing into one of your glasses, because if you want to revisit and do a side-by-side,
So we're gonna do
that
bourbon
having a
2.
little leftover might benefit you in
Right there,
that.
please, sir.
Oh!
So, but it's up to you. I can't control how you drink your bourbon.
Alright. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Bourbon number 2. Very sweet, fruit forward, vanilla. Definitely ethanol and barrel char. Interesting. Very sweet, fruit forward with vanilla, barrel char. Very fruit forward, vanilla, barrel char, some caramel and apple. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. I definitely think that's something I've not had before. But I definitely give it a thumbs up, whatever it is. Very sweet, vanilla, caramel, apple, fruit forward with a good amount of viscosity. Not a deep hug, but enough barrel char and stuff there on whatever number 2 happens to be. Alright, we will tune back in when we get to the next one, so we don't use up all the damn video. Alright, I don't know what happened. So, we're into the next one. I nailed Elmer T. Lee. This one's more like rye forward, spice.
Also, I'd like to remind everybody that since we are drinking, that we do have food, and you guys are welcome to go help yourself at any point if you want to have some snacks and finger food that's over here. We've got some turkey gravy mash stuff going
It's like,
on here, some fried
it's got,
salad.
it's sweet and rye
Anytime.
Yeah, do you want me to go see you?
Alright. I'm going on a whim here, but based upon the rye spice and the char, it's sweet on the nose. I'm guessing another one I've not had. I'm guessing Parker Heritage. Heaven Hill Parker Heritage is what I'm guessing on this one. Oh yeah, it's got that char, that oak with sweetness. Again, I'm guessing a bottle that I've not had before, but I'm guessing on this one Parker Heritage. We'll tune in a minute and see if I'm right again, because I nailed Elmer. All right. Stay tuned, Bourbon Quest. I can't find it. All right, Bourbon Quest. We're on to round number 3 here at Downtown Grill and Brewery in Knoxville. I mean, it's sweet, caramel, vanilla. She did give us a hint, it's not Buffalo Trace for the 3rd time. It's on the nose, we'll see, but on the nose I'm guessing either beam or turkey.
What was that?
It's kind of peanutty, caramel. Alright, cheers Bourbon Quest. Alright. On first note, I think I'm probably wrong. It could be a Booker's, now that I heard them say Booker's. It definitely could be a Booker's. Probably is a Booker's. But
not hot enough to be Booker's.
But on the initial thing,
Hot enough to be Booker's.
I was thinking it was more Wild Turkey bottled in bond, but that's last year, so I don't think they would do that. My first initial thought was that it was Wild Turkey bottled in bond, but that's last year's Master Collection release, so I don't think that's likely. Which, on the palate, that's what I would have initially guessed, but based on I don't think that they would bring last year's allocation into it. It's probably a Booker's.
Oh shit! I didn't even think about that. Damn it.
I mean, it's either Tag Along or No Strangers. I've had Tag Along, I haven't opened No Strangers yet. Or, honestly, now that I've drank more of it, I'm leaning away from the Wild Turkey. I'm definitely going Booker's. It's either Booker's, it's either Tag Along, No Strangers, or Wild Card, which I haven't had yet. I've got the bottle, we'll open it soon. It could be Little Book, The Invitation.
No, barrel proof will be higher than that. They usually run about
Alright.
cards under that.
I'm going to narrow it down to 3. It's either Booker's Tag Along, Booker's No Strangers, or Little Book, The Invitation. That's all I got. That's my guess. It's whatever it is, it's quite good. We'll let you know. Thanks, Bourbon Quest.
Okay, guys, this is now. Alright, we're gonna do number 5 now.
So apparently the last one,
number 5,
which I thought was Booker's, was Smoke Wagon, Uncut, Unfiltered. Which tastes nothing like the Sweet Vagina's Smoke Wagon I had before. But, you know, that's why we do this. It was Smoke Wagon. I thought it was a Beam product. I thought it was Booker's or Little Book. I was wrong on that one, Bourbon Quest. What are you gonna do? It was Smoke Wagon. It was good. Don't get me wrong. All right. So we're now doing number 5.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's absurd.
Cheers, Bourbon Quest. So, again, very sweet caramel, vanilla on the nose. The nose on this is familiar. The nose is familiar on this. Let's see. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Alright. That is very peanutty on the front.
Although I have some.
I feel the proof.
That's what I saw.
It's
That's what made me
sweet
think of it,
caramel.
I haven't had it.
I want to crack it open, but I haven't yet.
I don't know if I can figure this out.
I really
Hold
want to
on.
crack it open.
Stay hydrated, my friends.
What are you selling them?
So expensive.
5 malt.
The 5 malt, I don't know off the top of my head what we're selling.
I mean, you get the ethanol up front, but it's sweet and caramelly.
It's a couple $100.
The nose is very familiar, but I'm not picking it up. I know there's a lot of noise. Sorry, Bourbon Quest.
300, I want to say?
Pretty much whatever 100 it is like the, like,
Take the 0 off.
that's about what I sell.
Take the zero off.
Yeah, that's about what I sell.
Very sweet, very vanilla, very caramel. The nose is familiar, but I'm not picking it up on the palate.
I know this one is $36.
I mean, I like it. It's good. I just can't figure out exactly what it is.
I haven't had the new one.
Although, no, it's not that. Alright, no, it's not that either. I'm really complex right now. These are kind of time sensitive. The nose is familiar, but I'm not matching up with the palate.
A huge drink.
What is that? No, it's not that.
I took my 5 malt out of there because I hadn't had that one.
Alright, I'm going to take a guess.
The Woodford 5 malt, you said it wasn't that one.
Oh, it's not that. This is, I'm going to take a guess. Because the nose sounds familiar. I'm not matching up with the palate. But on a whim, I'm guessing Heaven Hill Larceny Barrel Proof. It's a wild guess. I'm probably way off, but let's see what happens. I'll let you know. Alright, so they just revealed the last one we had was Eagle Rare. Woohoo! Get that any day I want. I mean, it was good. It wasn't. I was expecting a little bit more than Eagle Rare, but you know, whatever. Eagle Rare is not that hard to find if you're a decent bourbon hunter, but we'll see. Alright, we're going to go into the next one. I'll tune in a minute, but just letting you know.
So that is your number 4.
So, anyways, we're on the second to last. She did give us a hint. This is the highest proof. Based upon that, I mean, it's coming in a little biased because I know it's the highest proof, and this has been so Buffalo Trace oriented. I mean, it's rich, it's dark, it's chocolate. The nose is good. It's rich, dark, chocolate, some burnt orange peel and vanilla. Cheers, Bourbon Quest.
Huh? Yeah, she said she would be surprised if we don't.
Ooh, yeah, the gal's got some heat on her. There's definitely heat on her. I'm going.
You will like. Do you taste it?
Wasn't expecting that.
It's rich, dark, chocolate, burnt orange, vanilla.
I just wanted to throw one in that you can pretty much find most times weird because I feel like a lot of people think like, oh, I'm gonna go after Pappy, I'm gonna go after this, I'm gonna go after Elmer. But it's like you can find something that's really freaking delicious pretty much every day.
Try forward.
So I'm going one or two ways. Based on this Buffalo Trace stampede we've been on, I would say Stagg Jr. Although
That is exactly what
I get a lot, I'm going either Stagg Jr. or Woodford Batch Proof. That's my guess. I'm thinking Stagg Jr. because we've been on a Buffalo stampede. Come on, Buffalo, motherfucker! All right, Bourbon Quest, just giving you a little insight into the night's evening. We've been finishing up our latest whiskey tastings. We're about to find out what the next one is. We'll let you look at the little banquet room that we're in. All right, guys, so what's been your favorite out of the ones you've had so far?
Elmer T. Lee.
Yeah, I agree. Elmer T. Lee was
Elmer
good.
and Hancock.
Yeah. Which one?
Hancock Reserve.
Hancock Reserve. All right, cool. So they really like the Elmer T. Lee and the Hancock. Just so you know, we'll be doing a video in January where we do all 4 mash bills of mash bill number 2 of Buffalo Trace. Elmer T. Lee will be in there. Hancock, Rock Hill Farms, and Blanton's. But just wanted to give you all a little insight of the evening here with Knoxville Bourbon Society at Downtown Grill and Brewery. Everybody having a good time, drinking lots of good whiskeys and good food. It's been a good evening. We want to say thanks to Downtown Grill and Brewery for having us out tonight, hitting us up with some great whiskeys, and there you go, Bourbon Quest. We'll finish up with one more round. All right, Bourbon Quest. We just wrapped up the evening here at Downtown Grill and Brewery in Knoxville with a lot of allocated bottles. It was a good event. I had a couple things I never had before. Most of it I had, but it was all good. But shout out to Downtown Grill and Brewery, Knoxville Bourbon Society. Everyone have a good time tonight? Everybody had a good time? What was your favorite?
Should we like
They were all my favorite. I'm drinking
But it was a good event. It was a nice tasting. Got some good stuff. Everybody seemed to have a good time. Everybody got a little bit of swag. Show off your swag. So let's show off his swag. A little Bell Mead ample there. Good job. All right, Bourbon Quest. We're going to sign out tonight and say thanks for joining in. We had a good time at Downtown Grill and Brewery, and I'll be joining you later. Stay tuned, Bourbon Quest. Thank you. Welcome back, Bourbon Quest. We're still here at Downtown Grill and Brewery. We just finished up the event with Knoxville Bourbon Society and came over to the bar to try a little something I've not had before. This is a Weller single barrel. Very rich on the nose. I mean, you definitely get that wheat, caramel, vanilla. Interesting, for sure. I mean, you get that heavy wheat and vanilla and caramel. All right. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. At Downtown Grill and Brewery. A little Weller single barrel. I mean, yeah, it's extremely good, very weedy. I mean, caramel, vanilla, you definitely get that wheat. I mean, it's really good. I think I'm paying like $8.50 an ounce on this. I mean, I've been trying to get a bottle of this, so chance to try it here at the bar is nice. It definitely seems to be more wheat forward than the other Wellers that I've had. Nice viscosity, good hug, good mouthfeel, very sweet, caramelly, a little orange peel, a little creme brulee. I mean, it's good. I mean, it's really good. Cheers, Bourbon Quest.
Do you have any other can boxes? Awesome.
I mean, I'd love to get a bottle of it. I think it's very good. I wouldn't say it's extraordinary by any means. Compared to the other Weller products, whether it even be Special Reserve, Full Proof, Antique 107, but I mean, I'd love to get a bottle of it, spend some more time with it, but if I had to get a pour here at downtown Grill and Brewery in Knoxville, it was quite enjoyable, but nothing that knocked my socks off. But it's been a good event tonight. I'm glad I came out. Hope you find this enjoyable. Let me know if you've had the Weller single barrel and what your thoughts on it. My opinion is it's very good. I'd love to have a bottle. I don't think it's extraordinary. I don't think it's worth the chase, but to each its own. Yeah, that's about all I got to say about it. All right, we may try one more thing, so we'll see. Stay tuned. Alright, Bourbon Quest, we're going to wrap up the evening here at downtown Grill and Brewery with a little Pappy 12. And again, another bottle I've not had before. I mean, the nose is sweet, it's inviting, it's like cherry forward, fruit forward. I get a little bit of that char, some oak. Definitely some oak and heavy char on that. I mean, I'm interested to see what I think of it and I'd like to see what I thought of it blind, because sometimes knowing what it is sways your opinion, but it's nice on the nose. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. A little Pappy 12. That's good. It's sweet. It's delicious. Right amount of oak char on that with hints of cherry, vanilla, caramel, a little orange peel. I mean, I hope my bias isn't coming in because I know what I'm drinking, but by all accounts, it's living up to what I thought it would be. Maybe a little more, to be honest. The nose is fantastic. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Pappy 12. Yeah, I mean, it's sweet. It's smooth. It's delicious. I mean, I'm a fan. What can I say? I mean, it's everything I thought it would be. Maybe even more than I thought it would be, because I didn't think it would live up to the hype and the expectation, but I think I'm paying $20 an ounce on this, and I'm glad to do so. I'm not disappointed. Pappy 12, Bourbon Quest. Here's to you. I mean, I know, I hate saying it, I hate hearing it said, but that is so smooth and sweet and subtle and delicious with great flavor. I mean, it's like a medium finish, but the flavors and the nose are so good. Like, I'm not disappointed at all. I thought I might be, but that's freaking fantastic. If it wasn't close to Christmas and funds weren't a little tight, I might take another pour. But I'll have to pass and come back another day for that. But my first Pappy. It's a thumbs up, Bourbon Quest. What can I say? 2 thumbs up. Yeah! Alright, it's been a great night here at Bourbon Quest. Thank you for joining in. I hope you found some entertainment and some value from this. I'm going to go ahead and sign off and head back to the bourbon ship. But before I do, I just want to close and say thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining. I've enjoyed myself this evening. I hope you've enjoyed this content. If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell for notifications, leave your comments, smash that like button, and I'll just close by saying, as always, my wish for you is that all your bourbon dress, I can't even talk. My wish for you is that all your Bourbon Quest dreams come true. Good night, Bourbon Quest, and happy hunting. That's a wrap. If I can follow